Welcome in to a new week and a Monday. Thomas Miller on the Fun Astrology Podcast, September 9th. Let's take a look at the week ahead. Not much has changed on the chart. We are in this we're in this pattern that's going to really hold up even most of this week, if you can imagine. It's Virgo season, folks, and Virgo is the deal until Saturday. Now, two planets break off and go into Libra on Saturday. Faster moving Mercury catches up with Venus, and they both tick into Libra at about the same time, which will be 3 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. So while you are asleep, hopefully not just going to sleep, on Saturday morning, then we're going to have a change in the energy. All right, so that will structurally change things quite a bit. We will cover that on Friday. The other big thing coming up this week would be the full moon, which will be on Friday as well. Well, actually, it straddles midnight, so it's Friday my time, but I'm in Central Time. It will be at 12:30 a.m. Eastern Time on Saturday. So that'll be, I mean, if you just want to lock in, the exact time will be 12:34 a.m. Eastern, 11:34 Central. Walk it back, right? 10:34 on the West Coast if you're in the United States. So full moon, and then Mercury going in and Venus going into Libra. So that's going to be a big deal. See, Venus rules Libra. So Mercury will be leaving home, and Venus will be going home. But until then, this pattern pretty much stays in place. The only other really big thing is we have a complete direct square between Mars and Jupiter, and that will happen on Thursday. But the big pattern that still will be locked in all week is this great big trine between the four personal planets in Virgo will be still locked in this trine with the big three. Now, today, Monday, it's the big four because the moon is sitting there with Saturn, the south node, and Pluto. But it will peel off and be in Aquarius tomorrow. We also have that big T-square, and that stays in place as well, and that's between the personal planets and Neptune. So there's this stretch, if you will, I guess, between those personal planets, which are really locked in together, and Neptune, which is spiritual sensitivity, intuitive sensitivity, and Neptune is still in retrograde. So how does this play out? Well, how about a personal story? So I told you late last week that I had just gotten a wallop of a gut punch. That happened on Wednesday, and actually happened Wednesday afternoon when Chiron was in the fourth house. Now, Chiron is the little comet that represents the wounded healer. Chiron in mythology was wounded in the foot and was supposed to be immortal, but went to a cave to heal his foot and couldn't. There's a lot more to the story, but that gets the foundational gist of it is that it's that wound that even though you're immortal, you can't heal. You're going to bring with you, you're going to deal with. And for me, I've known that is around relationships and family. So here's this family-related gut blow that happens on Wednesday. I'm sitting there for the next 3 days just absolutely stunned, wondering where it came from, why, what the purpose was, what was going on, just numb, really literally numb. You know, I don't tie everything to the chart. I mean, I love looking in there and seeing where the energies are, but it's not like, oh, because this planet and that planet is in this house and that house and aspected to this and that therefore this happened. I just don't, that's not my brand. I like to look at where the energies are. And all I could do is look in the chart and see that there was too much positive energy. This big trine that's set up, especially with the personal planets and the transformational planets, I was just like, in the end, this has to work out. This has to be good. So yesterday, on Sunday, I met with this person for 2.5 hours. Thought it might be not even an hour. And worked through and got down into the deep root heart of the issue. And at least what's on the table today is that there is a great potential for not only resolution but healing actually this is so wild because stuff being revealed is a big part of the theme of all of this, is that there were deeper wounds that weren't even on the surface that came up that now can be dealt with. So it really is just a beautiful formation that we're dealing with. But that's where, there's always the potential for that to happen. And when you're dealing with Saturn and Pluto, I say Pluto is the monopolized transformational crew. It has the demolition and destruction department, and it has the new construction division. And they both work together. So that's the energy that's going on right now. And that is in trine with all of your, say, personal planets, Mars, the Sun, Mercury, and Venus. Everything that you are is in Virgo. And when Virgo does something, it does it right the first time. I hope that helps. That's kind of my take. And I will see you tomorrow for not much of a change from today. But we'll talk anyway. Have a good Monday.